Alright, I think we're good. Okay. Um, so we're up. We're live. We're in the ether now. Um, so I'll get into the topics in a minute, but I just wanna wait a bit while I collect my thoughts, cause the last week and a half to 2 weeks has been quite big for me. Uh, Trying to keep my my mental health as well as my repair goals for my computer, which has failing parts right now, in check, and it's hard. It really is hard. Um, Scrapping up funds on a minimum wage job. I won't get into specifics, but it is difficult, and I don't know why it has to be this way, but it is. Um, so, without wasting much time, uh, I guess I want to just say that YouTube in general and social media has been evolving really rapidly, and it's becoming a dangerous and um, let's see, for lack of a better word, inclusive environment. Meaning, people will defend each other, and they are quick to judge anyone not on their side of their own opinion. And honestly, I don't like it, not one bit. I think it's honestly, it's very problematic. Um, if you're if you're on the other side of a Twitter war, as they call it, online, or you're on the other side of a conflicting opinion, it's kind of best to step back and wait until you can collect your thoughts and come up with something witty, original, but not offensive to throw at your opponents. We're here to win the war with intelligence, not with moronic statements and um, putting our foot in our mouth. I've engaged in the past in lots of things, Twitter wars, notably, in the era of the Gamergate scandal and the surrounding issues that came after that. The the free speech thing with Doug Walker and Channel Awesome. Um, but even I have come to terms with the fact that I have to admit that I've been wrong to support most of these people based on what's happened this year alone. Be careful who you trust online, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binaries and etc. Because if you trust the wrong people and information comes out proving they're not what you think they were, you're gonna feel really bad, and you're gonna feel like you were in the wrong for trusting them. I've come to terms with this recently, as two of the people I did hold online, which are both YouTubers and bloggers, have come out to be scumbags and have come out to be liars, deceivers, and nothing short of disappointing to me. Uh, that which, one of which I will be talking about later on in the stream. Mm. The other being Doug Walker. Um, a interesting document. I think I can pull up. Let me see if I can pull it up. You're gonna hear me typing, yeah. I can pull up the document. 100% factual information from other workers inside of Channel Awesome, which is a group of bloggers and video makers on YouTube, all coming together in one channel, consisting of big heads like Linkara, Doug Walker, Tamara, and, well, I don't think it's Tamara. Let me look at the list again, because it's been a while since I've looked at this. C. Farah, Lindsay Ellis, also known as the Nostalgia Chick, Mars Girl, Allison Pregler, and the list goes on. Basically, to sum it all up, a document exposing Channel Awesome and every one of their errors and shortcomings. But notably, Rob Walker and Doug Walker are just inexcusable for their actions along the years. And once this information broke word, I was second guessing my faith in who I watch and follow. Let me go ahead and pull this up. I have a lot of stuff on my desktop, so if you see anything, just don't dive into it, I should say. There's media source. I'm still learning how OBS works. Please excuse me, as this is kind of my first time using OBS. Okay, there it goes. Yep, there it goes. Alright, we're good. Let me just resize that. Can I do that? Can I freely, like, resize that? No, it seems to be locked. We'll just go over my image in the OBS window and size the screen like that. Okay, cool. We got this. Not so awesome. This is a document released by multiple members of Channel Awesome, exposing Doug Walker, that guy with the glasses, and the rest of Channel Awesome's core team. And I read this top to bottom when it released on April 2nd of this year, and my jaw dropped to the floor. To the floor. I was so flabbergasted that this exists and this is allowed to happen. A team's supposed to work together, not fight each other. I'm just going to skim through and read in the most important to me information that I can mirror back. This is the foreword, which is, in my opinion, important. I'm not going to read everything, but suffice it to say that these are the main culprits of the document itself. Mike Mashad, Doug Walker, and Rob Walker. So after learning that and skimming through here, all of this, I'm gonna go slow so you can read yourself. This document is very extensive. It covers a lot of pages. 73 is what Google Docs is telling me. So It's just not. I'm still speechless because looking back at this just gives me more of a reason to question the credibility of online media, spokespersons, and whatnot. This isn't like. Don't look too far into this. I'm just giving, a word to the wise to be careful who you believe in on YouTube and online because, like, at the drop of a dime, all your information that you've gathered, all your opinions can be shattered. It's literally like flipping a light switch in your room and noticing how fast the light turns on. That's it. That's all I can equate that feeling of just uh pure disappointment. And these are the people you put faith into. It's inexcusable. Um, Not to ramble on, but yeah, this is a 73-page document. The link's up here. You can see it. I don't know how well you can see it, but I do have the window over the whole screen of OBS. There it is. I blue texted it and everything. Go to that link exactly, and you can read the rest of it to its entirety at your free will. And I do recommend you do. If you are still a current Channel Awesome fan, I definitely recommend this document to you. This was proven to be fact. This isn't like scare tactics. This isn't made up. This was proven to be fact. Footage over the years does not disprove it. It supports it. Past events do as well. Uh, so yeah, it's so ludicrous to think these are the people that you trust in, and it's so ludicrous to think that you can definitively put your faith, love, and hard-earned energy into these people only to get disappointment and shame back for it. You know the saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That definitely does apply. I wish things weren't like this. I wish I didn't have to go a month or two without hearing one of my favorite YouTubers or favorite online media moguls or whatever I want to call them or label them as is lying to me or lying to everyone. I wish I didn't have to I wish I didn't have to be so stressed out. This is why I say it's very good to take a step back, for yourself. Because not everything you read is what you want to hear, is what you want to absorb. So that brings me to the MundaneMatt incident. So let me see if I can try to pull up something on that. MundaneMatt, for those of you who do not know, is I think someone I have I didn't look at past footage, but someone I have vouched for in the past in my vlog videos, my vlog videos, and now with the current information that's come to light, I get how no one is perfect, but things you do online that are very like shady, slimy, and downright disrespectful and not honest is inexcusable in my opinion. Other people have different views of this, so just take it objectively. What I'm about to show you is very hot topic, and I don't know if I'll be taken down as well for this because given his track record of what we just found out over the course of this past 1.5 weeks. I don't know if I'm safe at this point showing this, even though it's widespread information now at this point. Give me a minute. I'm trying to pull up the screenshots. There's a thread on Kiwi Farms. Wow, this thread is still going. One of the other channels I follow, named Mr. Medicare, did a really good video on his reactions to the MundaneMatt scandal. So let me do a summary before I dive into all this piecemeal and detailed information. MundaneMatt is a vlogger slash gamer slash streamer on YouTube, and I believe Twitch as well. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but he does some hot topic videos and is an advocate for free speech. But over the course of the week and a half that we've been seeing streams and the information recently that's come to light, it doesn't seem like he's entirely sound, like he's entirely an advocate for free speech like he says and claims he is. Now, my view of free speech is within reason, saying what you feel and saying what you believe without being censored. That's free, unadulterated speech. The freedom to say what you want within reason in a polite and non-disrespectful manner without being censored. Still collecting information. God, I'm fumbling so hard on this stream. Please, I apologize. This is so short notice for me, but I think it's important for me to talk about these things. Let me go check my live stream chat. I'm watching chat every once in a while, so go ahead and say hi if you want to say hi. I will respond. Let's see. Trying to find some way I can get the screenshots of a stream. Basically, he was on a talk show stream with Killer Keemstar, Jim81 Jim, which is Mr. Medicare, and a few others. And he was exposed on being a false flagger himself. Literally exposed, like he had no choice but to pull up a crucial piece of information that damned him. It was your report history on YouTube. It tells every detailed piece of information on any flag or report you've done to someone else. He's made a lot of them in the last 2 weeks. Suffice it to say, it's on someone he denied knowing of their existence. He denied knowing of a channel on YouTube and their show's existence, their content's existence. When in reality, he did know of their existence. It was proved on a live stream, the talk show live stream I'm talking about. It was disproven. He does know of their existence, and he does false flag them for having their own point of view or having their own like conflicting opinion on his character, on his content, on anything. So, so let's see. If you don't know who MundaneMatt is, I will provide a image, a capture of, let's see. This is an article. I'm not plugging an article here, but this is what MundaneMatt looks like right here. MundaneMatt, Matt Jarbo. He flagged a channel on YouTube, and let me pull it up. Let me just hold up, because I have sensitive information I don't want to put on stream. Please excuse me. Let me pull up. Dame Pesos is the name of the channel.
Alright, Ben Mankiewicz, Jake.
No, I don't know if that played or not. Please, I hope not. Let's go ahead and turn desktop audio off. I don't want to be striked or copyright claimed or whatnot. Dame Pesos. Let me go ahead pull my capture back up. Dame Pesos does a show called the Soilless Matt Show, where he talks about MundaneMatt in various ways, and I think in a kind of parody-esque way, but some material might be true. But he made the Soilless Matt Show to entertain and inform people about MundaneMatt, and obviously MundaneMatt, Matt Jarbo is his real name, did not like this, and he took behind the scenes motions to silence and censor this poor little channel that's so tinier than he is currently. That is despicable in my opinion. It's not even redeemable. That is borderline just slimy behavior. And this is one of the persons that I put faith in. I feel so much shame and disappointment that I was so stupid, so moronic, so ignorant to what was really going on that I did not know of. So this is why I hammer the point in this stream to take a step back and don't idolize someone right off the bat, and don't persist to, because you never know what will happen down the road. You never know what will come out. You never know what expose might arise. If you're really sure excuse me, I'm very tired and this was not rehearsed. If you are really persistent in thinking someone is pure and truthful, honest, good all-around person to anyone they meet, and not a slimy scumbag like MundaneMatt, like others. I'm not gonna name drop any others because that's not my video, and my existence on YouTube is not to create a smear campaign. But if you're sure someone is genuine and honest and an all-around good person, yeah, put your faith in them. But just be careful of how you do it and who you put your faith into, because stuff like this can happen any day, every day. Stuff like this happens every day. Exposés are a very big thing, It's not surprising to know why they are. People love hot, juicy topics, and people like, battling for their cause and whatnot. There's lots of fanboys, suffice it to say as well. Um, so that came up, the Dame Pesos thing with MundaneMatt, and he was exposed to false flagging numerous Dame Pesos videos, mostly Soilless Matt Show videos from Dame Pesos series, and his response was saying, quote unquote, I've made a lot of errors and I've, quote unquote, I've been in a bad headspace for a long time now. Let me reiterate this. This should be common knowledge at this point. Because someone has a conflicting opinion on you, another point of view on you, does not give you a right to take their content down. It does not. It boils my blood that this is allowed on a platform where people are allowed to enjoy themselves and make the videos they want. That this behind the scenes slimy actions is allowed to stay here and no one bats an eye until it's too late. I'm angry, you should be angry. Because this is the future. This is what we're setting up for generations. This is the precedent that we are setting for online media. And as a video maker myself, as a content producer, it makes me angry that I see others doing this stuff with no consequences. I'm checking chat again just to give a little pause from the intense monologue I'm giving. I'm pretty sure it would be a dialogue if someone was talking back to me at this point. Please bear with me. I'm trying to digest all this intense information myself and figure out what I should accurately say without making an ass of myself, because I have made an ass of myself in the past, but I digress. Let me talk about some of my, not to plug per se, but let me talk about what's going on with me at the moment. My channel's going over a slow renovation of content that evolves some series and lets some others go on either a cliffhanger or a proper ending. My PC parts, some of them are failing. I've had my PCs, my gaming rig that I set up myself with help from an individual I do not speak with anymore. I've had this rig for 2 years, and the voltage inconsistency has created a dissipation of the durability of some of my parts. What I'm regarding to is my power supply unit and its voltage inconsistency with the power outlet, affecting other parts such as my hard disk drive and my SSD, both of which are on their way out as well. I've had this since 2016. It's time to do something about that and get back to what I was doing. Some of my series I'm letting go because it's just time to say farewell at any point and make new stuff. I had so much fun recording my a look into a glitch series, which details lesser known glitches in video games that people may or may not be aware of. I will be releasing, I think, one more part of that when I can. part of my computer failing is my fault, and part of it is just the situation in total. But it's definitely set back my ability to produce and render videos. So that's where I am right now. I'm in some kind of limbo with what I'm going to do, but I will resolve this sooner or later. So that's just that's me right now. um, so let's dive in back into our topics. This is so short notice, so I'm just thinking of what I want to cover myself. Let me go ahead and plug a certain NES guidebook while I'm at it by Pat Contry, also known as the Pat the NES Punk on YouTube. Um, I'll plug this. I'm not sponsored, so don't worry about that. I'm not making any money off of anything. He is selling a certain NES guidebook and a soon-to-be Super NES guidebook on his site. Let me go ahead and pull that up. It's called the Ultimate Nintendo Guide to the NES Library, 1985 to 1995 by Pat Contry. You can get it on Amazon right here. It's hardcover, $65.99. There's 2 used and 1 new right now. So yeah, it's very good information. I do recommend it. I don't own it yet, but somewhere along the line I do plan on purchasing myself. It's specifically for the video gamer crowd, and even those who casually play video games and want to learn more about the games they have or collect, or the games they have grown up with over the years and in their childhood. Very endearing book to read. So yeah, Mr. Pat Contry is releasing the Super Nintendo guidebook soon. It's up for pre-order. You can contact him on his YouTube channel, I believe. His Twitter is, I do believe, Pat the NES Punk. Yeah, it is at Pat the NES Punk if you want to reach out and buy the books. The link is ultimatesnes.com for the new book. Pre-orders are up, and I do recommend it. He is a very, very good person in the YouTube community, and I have no trouble putting my faith in him and his fellow CU podcast member Ian. They are genuinely good people, and they have a lot of fun doing what they do. And that, at the end of the day, that's what we are here for, to enjoy our existence and make the things that we and other people can come together to enjoy. So back to our topic. I've skated along quite a bit as a break. What other hot topics can I discuss in an objective point of view? Not much else has gone on recently, and it's surprising. I'm not gonna discuss openly about my opinion on Alex Jones and the whole banning from online media thing. InfoWars, I'm not gonna dive into that because it's really murky water. Uh, please do a Google search if you want to learn more. Hmm. I can take suggestions in the chat if anybody wants me to discuss a hot topic, discuss something that maybe you're wanting to know more about and you want to know my point of view about it. Feel free to post in the chat. While I'm thinking of what I would like to discuss as well, and take a quick break. I guess one thing I do want to say is the primaries, the presidential primaries are coming up later this year. Go out, vote, but just want you to, like I said about online media spokespersons and moguls, for figures, whatever you want to label them as, be confident that this is what you want to go down, because these votes, they go in, they are final. You can't re-vote. So if you have the ability to, go out and vote when the primaries kick off later this year. Your decision will impact the generations to come. Not just your own lifetime, others' lifetime that are kicking off. Newborns that are growing up in this trying times. They will be affected like ripples in the water. Go out, vote, be confident. Do not backpedal. Do not be uncertain. Uncertainty is what creates mistakes. Passion is what the universe needs more of. I feel like there's a lack of passion in things. A lot of things on the internet are passionless or lacking passion. Be confident. You know, just hammer it. Hammer it down to a science. Make everything you do important to you and important to everyone you surround yourself with. That is the most important thing you can do. That is very crucial to our life as human beings in this universe. Make it happen. So those that are just new to the stream, new to my channel, I'm a big video gamer. I'm an avid advocate for free speech, saying what you want without being censored. I am also open to all conflicting opinions, all other side of the spectrum, banter. I very rarely like to argue and make an ass out of myself because it's very unbecoming. And I feel that if you speak with your spirit, with your soul, it echoes from you to everyone else that you reach out to. It's very important that you also use your common sense, knowledge, use everything to your disposal to make sure you're heard. Don't let anyone silence you. So I'm still checking chat, mind you, and if you do want to speak up about something, please, I'm going to give you a few, I think 3 to 4 minutes of your time to say what you want to say in chat, and then I will pick a new topic and we can take it from there. I plan to be on the air for another 15 minutes to 20 minutes more time. I'm not going to take that much time out of everyone's busy schedules. Everyone's different. They have their downtime, and I get it. It's important. We do what we do on YouTube and everything to unwind, enjoy ourselves, and just overall relax. Have crack open a beer, whatever you do, and have some chuckles, have fun. And that's what we're here for. The good times and the bad. We are warriors of the aether, in my opinion. We're the only organisms that we know of right now that are capable of pure, unadulterated freedom of thought and speech. And it's very important that we have a platform that mirrors everything we are about. And YouTube, I'm not here to drag names or anything under the water. I'm not here to, you know, for lack of a better word, I'm not here to name drop in a negative fashion. I'm not here to preach either, but I do say that just speak with elegance. The best course of action I can say is um, even if someone is being very rude and unbecoming, don't mirror it back to them. Just fight with kindness. Fight using kindness because you win when you show them that, hey, this isn't affecting me much, or hey, it's not a problem that you feel this way, and I get how you would feel this way. Communicate to them that you feel them, and that you know why they feel the way they feel about what XYZ, because at the end of the day, we are who we project ourselves to. We are we should be who we want to be, and we should project ourselves in a positive manner towards the people we meet. That's what we're here for. So starting now, I'm gonna give you I'd say maybe no longer than 6-7 minutes more minutes to say something in the chat. And while you do that, I'm going to think of what I want to cover next. I am watching chat. Just let loose whatever you want to say. Go nuts. I know we're still in break time, but I don't know if this is accurate, but I am getting some notifications of people watching, and you can anonymously watch whatever you want to watch. If you do have an account, make sure to log in during this time so that you can chat and express yourself, because I will be reading it still while I'm on a momentary break to find what I'm going to discuss next. Thank you. Okay, so we are back now after our short break. I did find one more topic for the night that I wanted to discuss. This is another hot topic, so let me go ahead and pull it up on screen again. Okay, so this is about a rapper named 6ix9ine, who I'm very familiar with but do not follow. I'm very neutral in this, but this is kind of shocking. So you see, I don't endorse this article, but feel free to read it. It's on the complex.com, and the link is up here. Let's go ahead and highlight that. If you want to read more, you go there. But 6ix9ine may face prison time if he does not pass GED as part of plea deal in child sex case. Now I'm very, very, very against pedophilia. Um, Rapper 6ix9ine, currently in the middle of sentencing proceedings after pleading guilty in a child sex case, may face prison for something far less disturbing than uploading a video of a 13-year-old child engaging in sex acts, failing his GED. So, the plot thickens. He's known for the song title name right here, Gummo, uh, as part of one of his albums. As part of his plea deal, in the fall of 2015, Jezebel reports the Gummo rapper agreed to complete his GED. On Tuesday, he admitted he hadn't yet done so in the past 2+ years, despite potentially facing between 1 and 3 years behind bars if he fails to meet the terms of his plea agreement. So let me stop right here because I'm still absorbing the information. I did hear a little bit about the pedophilia thing that happened with 6ix9ine. This is 6ix9ine right here in a still image via Getty, and Sharif Zayadat. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm not, feel free to correct me. The article is by senior staff writer at Complex, Sean Sitara, the host of The Cypher. Oh, I've heard of The Cypher before. Cyphershow.com. But this is a lot to take in, considering, the evidence keeps piling up. And, it certainly doesn't help if you agree to complete a GED and you haven't yet after 2 years. Considering this is the poster child for everybody that looks up to, music creators, rappers specifically. This is who you have to look up to. But this is just it's unexcusable. If you want to read more, you can go here or do a Google search, I'm sure. He apparently invited a 13-year-old girl over to presumably his humble abode, and they did numerous sexual acts. And so it's not okay. There's like a related article, but I'm not going to go to that. So what I think is going on is, information. We're in an age where information explodes. It's visible. It's here. And if it's not, it's being hidden. But this is not okay. There are young people, younger than myself, younger than most, that look up to people like this, and it's just not okay to have in the spotlight. So, kudos to the kudos to the judicial branch of the government for, cracking down on, you know, sex trafficking and child sex abuse and whatnot, because you don't want to wake up the next day and live in a world where pedophiles are allowed to do what they do. It's child sex in any form is just not it's not alright. It's 120% wrong. No matter where you come from. At this point, it kind of does make me upset because this should not be allowed to happen. Like, none of this. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Otherwise, don't say you're going to do it. Don't give people false promises if you can. Um, so yeah, I heard about this recently. Numerous media outlets have covered it. People have told me about it. I've seen it online in other articles, and just wow, holy moly. So I'm gonna wrap this up. Thanks for all that came to the stream. There weren't many, but thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to unwind and listen to me, ramble on and discuss things. I do appreciate your support, and that's why I do what I do. For everyone. That's why I do most of my YouTube series, so that other people can both be informed and entertained. So we're gonna cap it off here, and who knows when I'll do another one of these, but I probably will. Let's hope so. Thank you for joining me, and as my catchphrase is so popular, for being game smart. Play the games you want to play. Sit down with a title, maybe, close to, a campfire or whatnot, something that's very homey and important to you. Just go ahead, unwind, sit down, enjoy yourself. Because where are we without the good times? Where are we? Thank you, and have a very, very good rest of your Wednesday evening and Thursday morning in the States and other time periods around the world. Just have yourself a good day or night. Thank you. Retro Video Game Nerd is out. Thank you so much for your support.